blush tag with some champagne in a white wine glass because I'm classy like that. However, if you refer back to like in January when I did my, what was it called, like fresh start, and I did a makeup declutter, I got rid of a lot of blushes, everything that I regretted or I just didn't use a lot. I had just purged those and gave them to family and friends. So I really don't have a lot that maybe might answer the questions of the blush tag. So it's almost like a blush collection of what I do currently have, because I am going to show you pretty much almost all the blushes that I own. Because I don't own a ton. I have like 2 or 3 favorites that I wear all the time, and they're my go-to, and those are the ones that I wear all the time. So I don't really branch out in regard to blush. Now lipstick, that's an eyeshadow, that's a whole nother ball game, so it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, the first question is best packaging, and I actually just have a sample of this, and it's the Frat Boy by The Balm. I just think overall The Balm has the cutest packaging because they're like kind of vintagey looking, have these cute little pictures of usually men and women, and they're just very like retro looking. And actually, I got this like I think in my first Birchbox in December or January. This color is really nice. It's very wearable every single day. You know, just a nice flush to the skin. So I do like that. But this is called Frat Boy, and it has really good pigmentation too. But I just think the packaging is adorable. Now, Prettiest Color, I went with the Too Faced. This is just a sample. Or it came in a pack of 3. It was like a holiday kit, I think, this last holiday. This is the Love Flush Blush in Justify My Love. I think it's just so pretty. It's just like a pink shade with like kind of golden sparkle to it, is what I would say. So it looks like that. It gives a nice flush to the skin. So I do really like that. I think that's the prettiest color that I have. But overall, blushes are usually pretty colors, right? The next is Most Pigmented, and I'm going to continue on with the Too Faced trend. And these all 3 came in the same kit that I referred to. But I think they are the most pigmented of the blushes that I have. You really just need to dip your brush in there very, you don't have to like really dig at it with your blush or your blush brush. And I just love these. And these are the mini sizes, but I think they'll last a while, and I will definitely be repurchasing like the fuller size whenever I run out of them. But here, hold on, I'll swatch these. Okay, so I have Love Hangover, and then Your Love is King, and I really like Your Love is King. I like this one a lot too. But there they are swatched. Your Love is King, and then what did I say the other one is? Love Hangover. And I just think these are really pigmented. They go on really nicely, and they do wear for a relatively long period of time. I think this says 16 hours, and I mean, my makeup's usually not on for 16 hours, but they last throughout the day. The next question is Everyday Blush. So this is a relatively new product to my collection, but it's the Clinique Cheek Pop in number 14 Heather Pop. And this was in a favorites, maybe like in March, maybe. But it's just a really pretty, I think it's natural, everyday color. It's kind of like a mauvey pink color. But the pigmentation on this is awesome. The wear time is also great. It lasts all day, and the like texture of it is very smooth. And even if you have like texture on your skin, like if you're breaking out or anything like that, it doesn't like collect on it. It doesn't make it more noticeable, which is sometimes can happen with, especially with blushes that are very like shimmery or have glitter in it. It can kind of make your skin look more textured, or at least for me it does. So anyway, I love this for an everyday. I'm actually wearing that today. Number 5 is Party Blush, which is, I don't really know what that means. And I think from the other people that I've watched who have done this tag, they don't really know what a party blush is. But what I'm going with is like a sparkly, highlighty type product that can be put on top almost any blush at all. And that is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is like cult classic, famous blush. And it's just a nice pinky, shimmery blush. And I actually put it on top of the Heather Pop today as just kind of like a blush topper, and it gives like a nice sparkle and like a nice sheen, I guess, to the face. So that's what I would consider maybe a party blush, something to give you a little something extra, a little more oomph. So that's the Milani Baked Blush. The next question is regret purchasing, and this is actually a deluxe. Well, I bought it for $13. The full size is like 20 something. I think it's double the price. But it's the Josie Maran Coconut Waterproof Cheek Gelée. And I just don't use, as you will tell from all the products that I pick, I don't wear cream products that much as blush. Like highlighter, yes, I'll wear a cream product. But I just don't really gravitate towards the cream blushes. And the color is nice. But first of all, this packaging, like I can barely get my finger in there, and it is very pigmented. But then when you put it on your hand or your face, it's just kind of shears out. So it's really not that pigmented. So you have to build it up. And honestly, just the packaging in general just frustrates me because I can't get a brush in there, and then I have to like, dip my finger in there and try and get as much product as I can, and it's just a little bit too much work for me. And this is in Poppy Paradise too, so I mean, I'll keep it and try and use it maybe this summer when it's a little bit hotter and that sort of thing, and it might be like refreshing, a nice flush of color or something like that. But I wouldn't go back and repurchase any of those. Okay. The least used is this Milani Baked Blush, and I got rid of all. I had gone to like, online shopped at drugstore.com and got like a lot of these Milani Baked Blushes because I think they were buy one get one half off or something like that. And then I had maybe like a coupon code, and then with eBay it was like basically stealing them essentially. So I bought a bunch of them, and I think I actually bought 4 or 5, and then I now only have 2. So I wasn't using the other 2 or 3 that I got, so I gave them to family and friends. This one I kept because I do think it's very pretty and very wearable for like the fall and winter. However, I just don't gravitate towards it that much. This is in Red Vino, and it's a really nice like marbled effect with like a red color with gold kind of marbled throughout, and it's definitely very glittery. Let's see. I mean, it is just straight up glitter. You can't really tell with the lighting, but on my hand it's just like sparkling. So I don't reach for it that much, and I don't know if I'll even reach for it very often, so I might end up decluttering this eventually. But that's my least used, I think is what that question was, right? Yeah, least used. My most used is actually one that I haven't reached for in a while because now I have hard pan on it, and I'm having a hard time getting product up on it, getting product out of it, I guess. But it's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed. So this is also a very famous product. I use this constantly. A lot of the embossing or the whatever this is on top of the product has gone away. But it's just a nice everyday color, and I do like this. I think this might have been like before they reformulated, so it's not, I tried to use it today and I couldn't really get anything up with my brush. So if you have any tips on how to like get rid of that hard pan on top, I'd appreciate it. But before that, kind of after I like left it in my collection without using it for a couple months, I used it all the time. So I do love this. Okay, favorite blush brand would either be the Too Faced or the Tarte. blushes because these are the ones that I have the most of. Everything else I don't have duplicates of because I just, like I said, I decluttered a lot of products at the beginning of the year. But Tarte blushes are great pigmentation, great length of wear time, and they have a nice selection of colors. Same with the Too Faced, and I like the packaging, how you can see, you know, what color is inside essentially. So these are very similar products, I think, but they are my favorites. Greatest blush discovery of last year. So I don't know, I feel like I keep doing this, keep repeating, but I really don't have a lot. So maybe this wasn't the best tag to do. Hopefully this isn't too boring. But it would be the Too Faced Love Flushes. These are just awesome. I mean, I can't say anything else about them. They're just amazing. I think they're relatively affordable. This kit came it was like in a 3-pack for like gifts or whatever, and it came with a matching melted lipstick. And I really don't use the melted lipsticks that much, but I use these all the time, going in and out of the different colors and that sort of thing. So I love these. Definitely a great discovery. I've thought about purchasing like the full size of the other colors, or getting that the palette that they have out with like all 6 of them in one palette. However, I kind of have similar product or colors to that in my collection right now, so I don't see the need to do that, even though they are something that I would potentially do down the road. Most practical, I don't really have an answer for that. I just think a neutral blush like the Clinique Cheek Pop one or the Exposed Tarte would be most practical because it would go with every single look that you have. Least practical, I think, would probably, well, actually no, it would be this. This is brand new to me. I got it in my Birchbox like a week ago. I posted what I got in my Birchbox on my blog a couple of days ago. Oops. The Xbox went a little crazy. So this is a Cargo blush in Blush and Bronzer Duo, in Catalina and Medium Duo, I guess. This just, first of all, the pan is super tiny, and the blush is just like, it's not very pigmented. It's, sorry, not to flick you off, but it's like right there. I don't know. It's just not usable to me. So I would say this is least practical because it's super tiny and the pigmentation's not worth it. Most expensive is going to be this palette. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette, and it comes with 6 products, but and really technically only 2 blushes, but the bronzer could definitely be a blush. But we have Mood Exposure, Luminous Flush, and then Luminous Bronzer Light here, and then you have like the setting powders or the highlighting powders here. This was really expensive. It was $80. I do like this palette, but I just don't reach for it like I should, considering how expensive it was. And the blushes are really nice. I mean, they're great, but this is definitely the most expensive thing that I've purchased related to blush. And the least expensive, but also the most bang for your buck, is this e.l.f. Blush palette in light. These are $6 for 4. And there's like a nice mirror in here. And there's 4 blushes. So they don't have names on them, but you have like this nice terracotta color. It's kind of orangey, a really bright pink, a more mauve-y color, and then like a really like Barbie pink color. And actually the Barbie pink color and then this one right here, I used to use all the time, and then I got those Too Faced blushes, and I just don't really use it as much. But these actually you can pop out, so you know they have like the bronzer palette and like a face setting palette, and then I think like a highlighting one. So you could really like pop out the ones that you don't like and then pop in from the other palettes as well and make a customized palette. So this is $6 at elf.com or Target or wherever they sell e.l.f. products, and I really do like this, and I think it's worth, I mean, it's $6 is nothing for 4 blushes. you know, it's great. So I would definitely recommend this. They have, this is the light one, and I think they have like a medium or a deep one as well, with different colors in them. So I like this a lot. Okay, so that was the last question. Thank you for watching. Sorry this video is kind of all over the place and I kept looking down, but this is the best lighting in my house in front of this window. And all I have is this like lazy boy chair sitting here as my table, so that's what we have to work with. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you also do this tag, or if you have already done it, let me know in the comments down below and I'll go check out your choices for these answers or these questions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.